Hey folks, Matt from Art of the Image. Gonna do some lens kits. Had a lot of questions from people on what lenses to use for specific purposes, and so basically want to go through some lens kits for you. Gonna start with a Canon 60D video lens kit. Basically good for any of the DX cameras, so the 550D, the 600D, the 7D, and the 60D, the 50D, the 40D, and so on. So for a video lens kit, my first choice is the Sigma 17-50 f2.8 OS, the image stabilized Sigma. Now that Sigma is also it's EX, HSM, a lot of letters in the title, but you want the newest one, the OS image stabilized, not only for the image stabilization, but it is actually the sharpest lens in the sharpest Sigma lens. So you want to make sure that you have the Sigma lens that's the sharpest one, and that is the 17-50 OS f2.8. So that gives you a nice normal zoom, 17-50, good wide range there, f2.8, fast glass, image stabilized if you need it. Then we're going to use the, oh, and I should mention, the reason I don't recommend the Canon 17-55 is the quality control issues, especially with the IS motor. If that doesn't concern you, feel free to go with the Canon 17-55 IS. For the price and for the build, I would take the Sigma, but your choice. As far as the next lens in the video lens kit is the Sigma 8-16mm or the Canon 10-20. Again, your choice. I've chosen the Sigma 8-16 because it's a little wider and I like that extra 2mm and a nice, very small lens, very well built, and the additional warranty. So for me, it's the Sigma 8-16. For you, feel free to choose the Canon 10-20 if you prefer. Either one of these will give you a nice ultra wide zoom and a good range for video. Next up, what we're going to want is the a long range zoom. So a real no-brainer here and a good price saving is the Canon 55-250 IS. It's very cheap, very sharp, and very small and lightweight. If you want to get into something a little longer, a little faster, I can recommend the Sigma 120-400mm OS. Very good lens, very good reach, competes very well with L-glass. It's a great deal. Also, the Canon 70-200mm f4 or the f4IS. They're both L-glass, both excellent, light, fast, and very sharp. Or the new Sigma 70-200 f2.8 EX HSM OS. So the brand new image stabilized 70-200 f2.8 Sigma gets you a little faster and the image stabilization. So some good options there. And then finally, that's the three zooms we want for our video lens kit. So we've got wide, normal, and long. And then what we want to do is we want to get some fast primes. So what I'm recommending here right off the bat, the Canon 50mm f1.8. Can't beat it. Tack sharp, super cheap, super light. Get it? It's a no-brainer. Next up, Canon 35mm f2. Very nice lens. I would choose between this and the 28mm f1.4 or the f1.8. The Canon 28 f1.8 is very reasonably priced, quite quick at f1.8, not quite as sharp as the 35mm f2. So the trade-off there is the 35mm f2 is less expensive, it's sharper, but it doesn't get you quite as wide or as fast. So the 28mm f1.8 is a little more expensive, not quite as sharp, but a little faster. So you decide which of those two you want to put in the bag. Or as an alternate, the Sigma 30mm f1.4. Very fast, wide enough, little pricier than the 35 f2 Canon. And you need to be careful because there are some sampling issues there. I've seen that happen. So basically, those are what you want. You want your three zooms, choose between those, and choose between these primes. Basically, you want to get a wider prime, and you want to get the 50 1.8. It's a no-brainer. And then if you do want to add a longer prime in there too, you can go for the Canon 85 f1.8. Okay, so there's the four lens choices basically. So three zooms, choose a prime or more than one prime, and there's your video kit set out for you. A lot of this in there that I said is going to depend on pricing. Obviously, there's some cheaper lenses there, and then there's some pricier ones. Depends on your budget. Anyways, folks, that's a great Canon 60D or any of the DX series there, the 550D, the 600D, the 70 lens kit for video. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon with some more images or some more video posts, some more articles, and we'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the world of photography. Thanks.